The judge goes until 12:30, and today, or till 1:30, and today he's only going till 1, and we all have to be seated in the courtroom by 12:50 at the latest. So they have to start seating us by like 12:45. You guys are half an hour behind, so I'm just going to have to ignore that 30-minute delay. And if you want to watch, you can watch it. And if you don't, you can watch it on replay after you catch up with the 30-minute delay. But today is day one. Our day one. It's court day 4. Our day 1 of Lori Daybell's trial for conspiracy to murder her niece's estranged husband. So we had opening statements, which y'all got to see. We all saw Lori walk fairly normally and talk fairly normally. We saw Trina K's opening. It was, I thought, a pretty strong opening statement for about 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes. She started to lose the interest of at least one juror after that. And it wasn't that much. I don't even know if she went a half an hour. I can't remember my times, but after about 20 minutes, she lost the interest of one of the jurors. But when she did that bang and she smacked her hands, she sure got their interest in that. Hey, everybody in chat. Hey, Butterfly. Hi there. Good to see you. The gray names I have a hard time reading because I've got my sunglasses on. As you can see, I don't have my selfie stick because security wouldn't let me take it in, so that means I had to leave it in my car. So from now on, the lunch lives will not be with my selfie stick. But if I put it on there, how's that? Let me scoot over a little bit. Okay, so, hey, Forrest Nelson, good to see you. All right, so we had opening statements. We had that powerful bang, and Trina K smacking her hands together to emphasize it, getting the jury's attention. They were on the edge of their seat for a good deal of that because she told a very captivating story that she captivated them, I think. Then during Lori's opening statement, we got an objection right away, and then another, and then another, and then another. I think the judge only let her keep going through one of those objections. He granted several of them. He told the jury he would be giving them instructions on how to deal with the other objections at a later time. So, hold on a second. Yeah, I just got dirty knees. That's great. Oh well. And then we got the state's first witness, who was the victim, Mr. Brandon Boudreaux. Most of the jury was paying pretty good attention for that. One second, I gotta look at something. Laney's in here too. Hey, Laney. But you all got to watch it on TV, so I'm kind of interested. So when you join me for the recap tonight, let me know the things that you'd like me to look for. Obviously, I'm looking for jurors' reactions, and I saw a few today, but a slim few. Lori did not captivate their attention as much as Trina K did, I thought, just by observation. But then we get Brandon Boudreaux on the stand. And, she does a lot of backstory with him, a story of the relationship between him and the Coxes and him and Melanie, and diving into their divorce and that argument that they had where she accused him first of trying to get Lori's temple recommend taken away, and then of hacking Lori's computer, and of being gay too. So all those accusations he was really upset about, and he texted Lori and he said, this isn't right. You need to fix it. She never texted back. She never responded. The jury was more interested in hearing the story about the day of the shooting. and because that was a riveting story to a lot of them, it appeared. Anyway, you guys think about what questions you might want to ask me tonight when we do the recap with Trial TV Live, the co-streams. That will be at 9 o'clock Eastern. I don't think we're going to be dismissed early today because the judge apparently wants to move this schedule along. I got to be careful and make sure that there isn't anybody out, because as we've talked about before, the jurors can just commingle with the public and the media on lunch breaks. So I have to be careful. Lainey, oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Lainey, very much. Thank you, Lainey. Boop, boop, boop. There, I could touch the heart. I touched the heart. Thank you very much for that generosity. And like I said, be thinking about your questions for tonight for what to look for. But I mean, I'm sitting with the media now, so I'm in the very back row. So some of the things I have a harder time seeing, I did scoot over one row so I could see better, or one seat so I could see better. And I was able to see Lori when she turned around and talked to her co-advisory counsel. Apparently there's some type of documents that she told the judge she needed before she did her opening statement, and they haven't received those yet. He was going to email them to her co-counsels, and they didn't receive them. So when she turned around to talk to them, I got to see her face for the first time in a while. And that's so after the story of the shooting that happened that night, and him punching the gas to get away from there, and the difference in Teslas, how when you let off the gas, it's like hitting the brakes. She pulled up the maps to look at about where he drove in and where he drove out, and where the Jeep drove out. And then we broke for lunch, like right at 12 o'clock, but we got to be back in there at 12:45. So if you're on a half-hour delay, you're probably not watching this until I'm headed back up, which is about now. It's going to be a short one today, because you all get to watch it on TV. And if there's somebody who needs a more thorough recap, that will happen tonight when Squeegee and I go on together, and we get both perspectives, the inside the courtroom perspective and the watching on TV perspective, and we can co-join the two. So thanks everybody for dropping in, popping in, and catch it on replay crew. Drop a comment in there and let me think you know what I'm doing wrong or right. I tried to be more complete with my sentences today before interacting with chat. I got that comment on yesterday's. So anyway, enjoy the second half of the day. It's going to be longer than the first half. We'll have a stretch break in mid-afternoon, but I won't be able to go live for that. That's too short. That'd be like a 15-minute break tops. So yeah, hit like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, turn notifications on, because I'm going to do this every day, but I don't know exactly what time. I only got to eat half my sandwich before coming down here so I can get back up there in time. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks Forrest for modding. Everybody have a great afternoon.